Well, the Texas Education Agency has new guidelines just 2 weeks before kids go back to school. And now districts are trying to find out how to navigate them. 6 News reporter Andrew Moore tells us what parents need to know. Andrew.
School districts just got a copy of the new rules yesterday, and now most parents are waiting to see what school districts will say those actually mean. But Temple ISD Superintendent Bobby Ott says some things are optional and maybe they shouldn't be, and some options are not going to work.
The timing of this could not have been worse.
Schools will still need to report COVID cases and send sick kids home when the school year starts, but there are many things schools will not be required to do. Remote learning will be optional. Telling parents if their kid was close to an infected student is also optional. In fact, schools aren't required to do contact tracing at all. New guidance states the TEA made the decision based on data from the 2020-2021 school years showing very low COVID-19 transmission rates. But that's comparing a time when many kids had to wear masks to a time when many won't be. TISD Superintendent Dr. Bobby Ott says it's ridiculous.
Saying you're not required to do contact tracing for next year under a no mask mandate, that looks really ignorant.
Ott says TISD is going to have a board meeting before deciding for themselves, but when it comes to tracing, he's strongly pro.
How could we even stand up and defend the idea that we are practicing safety protocols without contact tracing?
But while parents are still waiting on most school districts to make that call, Ott says no district will be offering remote learning in the same way it was before because they can't.
That yesterday's conference call from the Texas Education Agency did not allow for funded remote instruction.
Ott says remote learning can now only happen for 20 days at a time, does not allow the student's existing teacher to provide it, and isn't paid for.
It's not viable. They've made it so complicated that there's no reason for a school district to even explore that.
The school already has emergency plans in place if a whole class or even a whole wing needs to go remote, but either way, they'll be the ones paying for it.
Most school districts also told us today they will be going over options over the weekend and next week, and they will tell parents how they will be navigating those rules next week. Jasmine?